This is Allison Hunt, and this is the Havenville Trilogy, Book 3, EZRAH. Chapter 9, Stuff's Gonna Splode. Zephyr took Gabriel and Phariseph to the transport. He pressed some buttons and said some words in the ancient language, and they were all beamed upon Dinzer's ship. "I need a battleship. Call all of them. I had a dream," Zephyr told Dinzer. Then Gabriel sent Wayne a transmission. Sire came back. "I have bad news. The Oxlar said no. They are coming, and they will kill everyone who has powers." "Let me out of here," Phariseph yelled. "No, you stay here. It's safer here. You go get our girls out of there. Do it right now." Caleb crept up on Jody. He had finally found her. "Stop, Jody." She stopped but couldn't see anything. "Caleb?" "Yes. What are you doing here fighting?" "I gained some of your powers. I used them to control the centaur. They are here to stop that Winsfeld guy, like you all are. I'm trying to help you. I want you back. Here, hop on." "But I can't, Jody. I'm so big." "So am I, and I can take you." Caleb appeared and kissed Jody. He disappeared and got on her. She took him with the Drakens to find Zach. When they did, they were in for a surprise. "Send transmission. It's the Gonza." The Gonza were gray and hairless. They had big black eyes. They didn't speak any language. The leader spoke to Denzer's mind. "Agreed. In transmission." "Well?" Wayne asked. "The wizard's dragon, Oxlar, and all of the ship have gotten their attention. They don't want the Oxlar to take over. In fact, they told me a wonderful secret. The reason why the Oxlar keep us in the ground is because we are half Oxlar." "So?" "But son, Oxlar can erase magic, and so can we. If we let everyone out, whoever is touched by us loses their power. Hannah lost her fairy powers when she came to help me heal. I didn't understand at the time why. It was because I touched her wings. I programmed us both with magic. Mine stayed, but hers kept being erased. And if everyone loses their powers, the Oxlar can't take over." "Exactly." "They were using us to kill the wizards off?" "Yes, damn oxheads. Well, we got 'em now. Set all of the Aztrax loose before anyone is killed." There were beams going off in the air, so Dinzer investigated. "It's them! Beam them up!" Hannah, Sage, and the quad breed were beamed up. Wayne rushed to greet them and kiss Sage and his newborn daughter. "What's the baby's name?" "I named her Hope. Hope is all we have now. The Oxlar are coming." "Hannah!" Dinzer smiled, and she flew into his arms. "We're going to have an Aztrax fairy, and the Oxlar are very angry." "I want our girls, Zephyr. You go get them right now." An Aztrax ship appeared in the forest, and Zen came out. Trillium calmed down, and both of them went to approach him. He had something with him. "Jocelyn, take the Pegahorn. Grandmother, if you have any of Duran's power left, you must make all the wizards touch the Pegahorn. Everyone must be erased, or we are all dead. Use your powers to hoard them to it. Be one of the last one that touches it. Whoever is left will die. Obey me, Jocelyn." Zen smiled, and she took the Pegahorn. "Yes, sire." He flew off and left the Pegahorn, but Jocelyn had touched it already and was erased. "I touched the Pegahorn! I didn't mean to, and it stole my powers!" "You like him a lot, don't you?" Trillium pressed. Jocelyn was irritated, and Trillium cut straight through her mind. "Yes. He likes you, too." "No, he doesn't." "Yes, he does. I read him. It's easier for me than anyone else because I am of royal blood, too. I read him good about you in particular. He was going to kill you. He was dead set on it. That's why he stole the ship. He was going to hurt you because he hates Zephyr so much. He didn't, and it wasn't because of pity. It was because of how he felt when he saw you again." "Saw me again? I'd never seen him before. I would remember. His very face torments me as well as his wings." "He's seen you many times, but back then he had no emotions. He was a killer, but when he saw you again having those emotions, it was different. Very different. Would you like to know more?" "Yes." "Promise me you'll marry Zephyr, and I'll tell you what Zen feels." "That's not fair. I've never been able to feel anything from him, but you can. I read his mind but felt nothing. That's because he doesn't feel much, but he feels something for you. Would you like to know more? Promise to marry Zephyr. Yes, I'll marry Zephyr. Just tell me what he feels. He's sly, and he tricked you into touching the pegahorn first, didn't he? Well, didn't he? Yes, I wasn't even paying attention. He likes you. He made sure you were safe first. Do you burn for Zen? Trillium pressed. Yes! You don't have to be so violent when you ask me things. I can't bite you. His name is Spring. Why would anyone name him Spring? You don't need to know that. Would you take him over Zephyr? Trillium pressed again, and Jocelyn was defenseless. Yes! You're an elf, all right. I am, too. Lucky for Zephyr that he is married. Yes! Lucky for Zephyr! Then Trillium cast an Ortson spell. She didn't like to do those things, but she did it for her son. He had more than proved himself to her. Her grandson, Spring, oath or not, had many passionate emotions for Jocelyn. Though he was sly as a fox, Trillium saw right through him. She did it so that Zephyr could have all of Jocelyn to himself. Father, we're going into battle now. These ships are very powerful. I don't know what's safer for them. We must fight the Oxlar ships. Then let me the hell out of here. I won't lose her, Zephyr. Go find them then. I'll let you go, but you better start praying now. What for? You better pray the King of Havenville shows up with the scepter of Zane and erases everyone like they did to EZRAH. We have a transmission coming in. Send transmission. Hey, shithead, Zen greeted. I dropped off the pegahorn to Jocelyn. She touched it. She is safe. You're welcome. I felt her again. She still burns for me very, very badly, Zen teased. Ask him about Trillium. I don't understand that language, Farsef begged. Where's my mother? Zephyr asked, and Zen stopped talking in the old tongue. She's with her. Is she safe? Nay, she must bring them all to it and be the last one to touch it and lose her powers. Let me out of here, son, right now. On one condition, stay on the land, don't fly at all. I'm going to kick some Oxlar ass. Gabriel left Zen's ship in a smaller shuttle and returned to Aztrac. Every ship and every Aztrac left. Thousands of them were dumped out about all the lands, which frightened many creatures. Only Dinzer, Wayne, and Gabriel could speak the land language. The Aztracs could not explain themselves. They had to stun and touch as many of them as possible. That was their new mission. Gabriel came back in a battleship and had all the Aztrac battleships behind him. Wayne, you must take young Sire's ship. He has to go. We need you as a pilot. Wayne kissed Sage and Hope. Where are you going? Take me with you. I can't. My father's the best pilot, and you're staying with him. Wayne transported to his own ship. Hey, Ogre, are you there? Gabriel asked. I'm Zephyr, you ghosty. I'm a damn tri-breed. I'm an elf and a Drella as well. Everybody only sees that I'm an Ortson, Zephyr raged. Touchy, touchy. Everyone ready? Indeed, Zephyr said. We're going down in rebellion and chaos, Dinzer cheered. I must talk to the Oxlar. Nay, keep the screens off. But I have a special power. I can scramble their minds. Stupid boy, it won't work, trust me. Why not? They'll make your damn head explode if you turn on the screen. Attack, Dinzer demanded. The rest followed and lasers were shot at the Oxlar ships. Most of them were still asleep, so they rampaged the Oxlar. 4 fell into the sea in flames. They left spiral smoke trails behind them. 10 more large Oxlar ships appeared, and none of them were asleep. They began to battle with the Aztracs. Their weapons were much stronger than the Aztracs, but the pilots they were fighting were extremely skilled. The many Aztrac ships chased the large ships, showering them with lasers. Many Aztrac ships fell from the power of the Oxlar missiles. The Oxlar ships had shields, and it took a few shots to break them before any damage could be done. That is, if you could catch the ship in the first place. Now there were only 4 Oxlar ships left, but they were fast, and they easily sniped off the unshielded Aztracs. Damn oxheads, Dinser yelled. Eat this. Dinser swooped in at an angle and blasted the ship 20 times in 5 seconds, then slammed the ship into warp drive. The Oxlar ship fell down in flames. I may be an earthworm, but I'm a little shit. Gabriel and Wayne followed one together. It was fast. They both shot at it, but one of the missiles hit Gabriel's ship. Beam me up! One of the AZRAH ships took him before his craft fell into the EZRAH Sea. He ran to the bridge and pushed the pilot out of his chair and took over. The pilot fell over and looked up at him. Sorry, I'm better at this, and I'm your boss. Zephyr sent the Oxlar transmission, and they took it. The screen came on. There were 4 extremely pissed off Oxlar looking at him, and on top of it, they hated Ortsons. Nete solutosium que fatate, Zephyr greeted and smiled. You kill those wizards, ogre, or we fry you. Zephyr said a few more words in the ancient language, and that was a good thing. The remaining Oxlar ships all followed Dinser. He had gotten a lot of attention because he was the best. The rest of the AZRAHs followed, shooting at them. They needed Dinser the most. He was the best pilot, fighter, and he was their king, cranky or not. The AZRAHs were failing at taking the ships down. They were close to catching Dinser, but little shits don't go down easily. Dinser zipped around their missiles, but when he banked around them, there was another one that waited for him stationary, and its missiles were already charged. Dinser screamed, then all at once, every Oxlar ship fell into the sea. All of the AZRAH ships gathered together. What happened? Gabriel asked. I just wet myself, that's what happened. Dinser left for a moment. They just fell for no reason. Zephyr, are you all right? I'm not an ogre anymore. You are a great pilot. You made several hits. I respect you. I respect you too. Dinser returned and sat down. What was that all about? I don't understand. I disobeyed you. I turned on the screens. You did what? And you're still alive? Yeah, I forgot that young sire had Jocelyn erased. I don't have her powers anymore, and I cast a spell on them. How? Through words. It's Ortson. It's not the same as having powers. What did you tell them? You can't fly. Zin, I missed you. She kissed him hard. She could feel something strange in him, though, something she didn't like about his emotions. I have a surprise for you. I hate surprises, Zin said. I've been practicing and I have full powers now. No, Zara, you're the last one with magic. I can't erase you right. They are coming. If I don't completely erase your mind, Zara, your head will explode in front of me. Zin, for the first time in his life, trembled. But I won't remember you anymore. I know, but I can't see that happen to you. If I lose you, I lose it all, and I turn back into an assassin. I'm very afraid of emotions, especially the ones that make me feel rage and emptiness. 2 tears streamed down his face silently. He began to grab her head because the Oxlar were very close. The door came open and both of them were startled. Zin let go of her head and pulled his spear. It was EZRAH, and he had the scepter. Brother, put that back or father will kill you. Nay, he willed it to me to save Zara and save your soul. Why would he will it to you, though? Because I can fly. He erased them both with the scepter, but Zin could not be erased. EZRAH, it's not finished, Zin said. Why won't it erase you? I'm spring. I'm a spirit, and I can't be erased. You're a spirit warrior? Will you die from the frequency? Nay, they can't harm me with their powers. I'm too strong. There's still some more left out there with powers. I think it's funny that EZRAH, he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand winter and autumn, and he doesn't know Zin's name is spring, okay? He doesn't even think that winter and autumn are spirit warriors at all. Winter keeps it a secret from him, and since EZRAH lost his powers early, he can't read their minds, so he didn't figure it out. But he has the scepter, and every time he keeps pointing it at Zin, and it's kind of going boink, boink, boink. So he's like, it's not erasing you. He doesn't get it. And now he does. I thought Father erased them all on land. She was the last one. No, she wasn't. The scepter would have exploded. What? Ezra, I know who they are. They're in the sea. Only 2 of them have powers, and we must take the scepter to them. Who? My grandmother and your grandmother. Zara, stay here. We'll be back. He locked her back up in the mountains. And also, Zin erased Jocelyn first, and he completely forgot about Zara until the very end. Completely forgot about his wife, and then he's like, oh shoot, and then he starts freaking out because he doesn't want to see her get murdered. They went into the sea, and Ezra's necklace summoned them all. They all came to their king. Ezra was lucky. His grandmother showed up. She pressed her forehead to his, and Ezra erased her with the scepter. Ezra, are you the king of Havenbell now? Nay, I'm the second prince, and that's where I will stay. What are you doing with the scepter, then? Saving Havenbell. Zin's grandmother did not show, but she was always hidden as he was. She lived in a secret place by Elkstaff, and she didn't respond to the necklace. Zin grew afraid that she might already be dead. The Oxlar were here. Then he realized that she would always follow Kai, and he was in Fathia. We must swim to Fathia as fast as we can. Why don't we fly? It's faster. There is some major fireworks shit going off right now, and we must stay down here. Ezra tried to will the scepter back to Zin, but it wouldn't go. Zin, can you take the scepter? Can you take the scepter so I can protect you with my blades if we run into trouble? That's nice of you, but I can't take it from you. It's not mine. Only Father can take it. You can't will it. You're not royal blood. You carry it, and I shall guard you with my blades. Ezra pressed his forehead to Zin's. How fast can you swim? Very fast, Ezra answered. Let's see about that. Dinzer. Now pressing foreheads isn't a kiss. Pressing foreheads is a Drella custom if you haven't been listening, okay? No bromance thing, okay? It's just an Adrella thing. Dinzer, we must erase your powers. Hannah told him. They can't hurt me here as long as we don't turn on the screens. I didn't know I was the reason you kept losing your powers. Besides, my granddaughter Hope can erase me. Then get her now. But I don't want to lose my powers, Dinzer whined. Too bad, Hannah said. Sage is requested. Sage is requested. Dinzer held his granddaughter Hope for the first time. Although his powers were taken, he looked down at her and smiled. So pretty. Look at those precious little wings. He touched her wings, and Hope smiled at him. As stubborn as your father is, I hope you're much more like him than like me, Dinzer admitted. King Dinzer, quickly! There are more of them, Gabriel warned. Dinzer gave the baby back and jumped into his chair. Father, I want to fly next to you, Wayne said. Me too, Zephyr jumped in. Me as well, Gabriel said. It's nice to know I'm cared about, but you must be able to keep up with me. Are they ever going to stop coming? Zephyr asked. Probably not. They hate Oxlar. Fire on my command. I'm worried for them, Father. Where are they? Autumn asked Winter. I don't know. I hope he gets there in time. Everyone's been erased. She has to be the last one. Then it's over. Ezra and Zin came out of the sea. Ezra held the scepter, and Winter stuck out his hand. Although he had no moving or pulling powers, it quickly came straight to him. Autumn flew to Ezra. Did you make it, Zin? Were you able to save her? Winter asked. Yes, but the scepter didn't explode. I can't find Grandmother. You have to find her. She's the last. Winter had a special suit too and dove right in to find his mother. On his way, he killed 5 Adrella. They saw the scepter and came for him, but he and Ezra were masters of the blade. He searched and searched the shores of Fathia and could not find her. He came out of the sea to find his father and ask for his help. Everyone was hiding in the woods while the Aztrax and Oxlar battled the skies. He armed himself with 3 air fans in one hand. Someone could still kill him and gain the scepter, and he couldn't have that. He needed it to save his mother. He used his powers to call his father, and he came out of the woods. Mother's the last one. We couldn't find her. She has to be close. I'll call her to you. Go to the shore with me. Trillium was in the sea. Everyone was safe on land. Ayumi and Mitsu went with her. Your father Bunky was a very brave man. I wish I would have known him longer. He was brave to fight the Dark Ones, Trillium told Ayumi. I joined the council, and instead of living in Phaethia, I lived in the EZRAH Sea. Master Neja was my mentor. He became a father to me. That's how I ended up in Fairy Island. When I married a fairy, I had to promise them that we would protect my son, Ayumi told her. Mitsu continued. So Mitsu is Ayumi's son, and Mitsu is half elf. He's elf, EZRAH, and fairy. So Mitsu and EZRAH both have fairy EZRAH wings underwater. I didn't get the special treatment EZRAH did. He was the son of Sira and the son of the leader of the council as well. He got to go places and I didn't. I didn't get to join the council. I wasn't trained to fight or use weapons. I had to stay in Fairy Island. I always resented EZRAH for having everything I didn't. Then he lost his powers and so many dark things have happened to him. I became grateful instead that as he was spelled and put in harm's way by wizards and his own father, I became grateful I had a secluded life where everyone left me alone. Why are you allowed to help us now? We just had what fairy powers you had erased by the Pegahorn. Why would they let you help now? That doesn't make any sense, Trillium asked. Well, that's easy. To protect our king from the wizards and Aztrax. That makes sense. Why did they send you down here with me? Especially now that neither of you have any powers. I should be strong enough to do this on my own. Well, my wings are strange in EZRAH form. I finally understood something about EZRAH. Everyone always paid so much attention to his wings as well as his skills. I was jealous of that and his freedoms, until later when I realized how many others tried to hurt him because of it. I can understand that they were like a curse to him, all of the attention and trouble it also brought him. My wings are even stranger than his look underwater. They're shaped different because I am not a Josepharian. They wouldn't look the same. Similar, but no, a little bit different. Trillium looked over his wings. And you can see through them like a jellyfish, Trillium observed. I was never allowed in the sea because the fairies knew what kind of danger it would put my life in, Mitsu explained, and Trillium understood this. Why are you here now, then? Because of this, Mitsu said, and then his wings lit up with electric pulses of light. Trillium had seen other creatures that could do this before, but nothing this spectacular. It was a secret? Trillium read his mind. Yes, the reason I am here is to use them for the attention and call them to you to be erased, Ayumi finished. You're putting your life in danger to save them? Trillium asked. My father Bunky did, and we will too. She only found one who had powers, but she was a stubborn old coot. She was hard to dig out. She saw Mitsu and came out, probably thinking it was EZRAH or just out of plain curiosity. But then she began to throw water blades at them. Trillium immediately told them to leave and to wait for her by the shore. The woman fought Trillium with the blades, and although Trillium could fight, this woman was deadly. If it had not been for her mind powers, Trillium would have died. The woman fought her powers too and was very strong, but not strong enough. She was now under control, but then she turned around and swam the other way. No, woman, you must touch the Pegahorn. Nay, she said. Trillium tried to fight her mind, but it wouldn't budge. Come with me. Trillium pressed with all her power. It didn't work. She was solid. Where are you going? Trillium pressed. To my husband, Kai. Fine, I'm going with you. Trillium followed, but she was pissed at this point. Where the hell is she? Farisef asked. She shouldn't have been gone so long. It's all right, Farisef. She'll come back, Jocelyn reassured him. They stood at the shore together with the Pegahorn. Something's wrong. I must find her. But you can't go into the sea, and you can't fly either. Bullshit, I can't. You wait here. Farisef, don't. You'll die, Jocelyn screamed, but he was already gone. Kai's wife came out of the water as much as she could. Kai was waiting. He ran to her and pressed his forehead to hers. Trillium came out and transformed. She was more angry than she cared about being half naked in front of everyone. Kai, your wife is a pain in the ass. She wouldn't come out or talk to me at all. She almost killed me with the blade, and you're my best friend. I taught her to be like that for her own safety from the wizards. We have no time. Winter came from behind Kai holding the scepter. An Oxlar ship swooped down and beamed up Trillium. The elves screamed and cried as their queen disappeared. Winter erased his mother and fell to his knees holding the scepter. Kai came to him and knelt down in front of him. Winter closed his eyes and 2 tears streamed silently down his unemotional but beautiful face. It's all right, Zane. You did everything you could. I failed. She's your best friend and Cheyenne's mother. Fatate! Winter screamed at the sky, then put his head back down. Kai stood next to his son. EZRAH, Cheyenne, Autumn, and Phariseth flew in. Zin had gone to the mountains to get Zara. What's wrong, Winter? Cheyenne pressed his mind, but he would not let her in. Send transmission, Zephyr said, and the Oxlar were on the screen, but they weren't scowling like before. They were smiling. Nete solitos CMK fatate, the Oxlar greeted him. You couldn't save them all, ogre. I know, but you'll never walk this land. You'll never live in Havenbell. Go back to Oxlar, ghosties. Just for that, we'll explode the prisoner's head in front of you. Then Phariseth flew to the Oxlar ship and began beating it with his sword. He then started throwing air fans at it. Zephyr turned on the intercom. Get the hell out of here! The feather can't hurt this ship, and we hate pesky flies. They're gonna kill you! Move! Phariseth wouldn't listen, so Zephyr spoke some special words to him, and he flew off. Crazy bastard! Zephyr shouted. I'll just shut the screens down, he told the Oxlar. But then they pulled Trillium into the picture. Mother! I hate you, ghosties. You're all dead. All of you. Don't speak the ancient language. They can't understand us. Quickly, we must cast a spell. Trillium could hear the screeching as the Oxlar began to turn up the frequency. She and he said special words, and in seconds, Trillium was in a ship full of sleeping owls. The Aztrak and Oxlar were still battling each other. The Oxlar were starting to win, too. What do I do, Zephyr? How do I fly this? How do I get off? Can you beam me to you? Nay, we can't control the Oxlar ships. Then many more ships came down. These ships were even larger than the Oxlar ships. We're screwed, Gabriel said. It's the Gonza. What are they going to do? Wayne asked. I don't know. Then the Gonza began to snipe the Oxlar ships. It only took one shot of their weapons to destroy them. Some of the Oxlar quickly left. Then they turned to Trillium's ship. Dinzer, tell them not to shoot that ship. My mother's on it. They are not responding. Then Zin showed up throwing fans at Trillium's ship. Don't take down that ship, Zephyr yelled through the intercom. Zin ignored him and continued with the fans and broke up a bunch of stuff. Then he entered the ship and came out with Trillium and flew her to the scepter. The others cheered and everyone gathered around her to hug her. She held her head in pain. Winter came straight to her and erased her. He threw the scepter. It exploded into fiery pieces that fell into the water. Everyone hugged Trillium at once. Phariseth didn't let go. After everyone relaxed, Trillium looked at Phariseth, who was thrilled. Can you please get me some clothes now? Winter gave her one of Zin's special suits, and she put it on. She looked at Zane, Kai's son, the king of Havenbell. He had tears in his eyes, but he smirked. He wiped his tears away. What's wrong, sire? He didn't answer. Cheyenne? I don't know, Mother. He won't tell me. Zach Winsfeld flew to them. I know what he feels, Zach told her. He almost lost you. Everyone almost lost you. I understand something now. Everyone loves you so much, Trillium. His son and him saved you. Everyone loves Cheyenne so much, too, and I don't believe now that Evan or I could have saved her from Duran. She came to him with the scepter to try to save us. We wouldn't have been able to stop him, let alone rescue her from him in the first place. Zane saved all of us from losing her forever. Thank you for saving her, sire. Thank you for saving them both. You are a great ruler, and I am at your service. Winter stood up and shook Zach's hand. You were hiding the scepter in yourself because if anyone else would have gained the scepter, we all would have died. You have quite a warrior for a son, Winsfeld. He totally ignores what Zach said. It changes the subject. He's your son, too. I want to meet his wife. I've never seen her, but I know inside and out how much he loves her. The Gonza were still attacking the Oxlar. The Oxlar were shooting the Aztracs. There was a burst of light, and an Aztrac ship fell down into the sea. "Zephyr!" Jocelyn screamed. "How do you know it was him?" Caleb asked. "I'm a part of him, and I know." She crumpled to the ground and wept. Jody and Caleb tried to console her, but she pushed them away. Zephyr's ship fell into the sea. He fell so fast that Dinzer missed him and couldn't beam him up. Dinzer went crazy and shot the hell out of the Oxlar ships, and with the Gonza's help, they took every one of them down. The Oxlar never bothered them again. The Gonza left without a word. Zephyr went under the sea with the ship, and in 5 seconds while he sat there, many things went through his mind. He pulled the escape hatch and turned into an Adrella. He went to Phaethia to find Jocelyn. He came out of the sea, and some of the ones upon shore yelled. Jocelyn ran to him and held him on the shore as he transformed. She kissed his face all over. They walked up to the others. "Somebody get me some clothes," Zephyr begged. Because their Adrella form is bigger than their human form. Even though Zephyr's big, his Adrella form's even bigger. So it rips their clothes up. So sometimes they have like tattered clothes, or sometimes they're naked. So that's just the way it is. Winter passed him another suit. "There's no way I can get in this thing. I'm huge." "I'm sorry. I will have one made that will fit you. Then you can transform with it. Here, have my cape." Winter gave it to him, and he wrapped himself in it. "How did you do that, Zephyr? I only know how to make them sleep. I didn't learn very much from Duran. Zephyr, you turned them all into owls." "I learned it from Sasha. Only 4 Ortsons in her land could do it. Thank you for saving her. I respect you, young sire." Zephyr bowed to him, and Zen nodded. "Jocelyn, do you know what you've done to me?" "No, Zephyr, what?" "That damn ship can go under the sea. I even fired a weapon and it worked. So who cares? You're alive." "Jocelyn, I was going to take it into the sea to get the scepter. I wasn't sure if it would leak or fry out. I was even more worried that the weapons wouldn't work, but they did. I don't care." "I care. I was going to use the ship to get the scepter, and I would have gotten it, and everyone would have died because of me. You stopped me." "How?" "You told me you were tired of loving me, and that made me forget all about it. Your love for me saved everyone. Will you marry me now?" "Yes, Zephyr." He kissed her, but when he looked in her eyes, he saw something. "Who did this to her?" he raged. He was an Orton after all, and he had a very bad temper. "Evan, Sasha, and Duran, you come to me right now." "He scares me. Be careful, Caleb," Jody said. They all went to him. Jocelyn looked at him like he was crazy. "What are you talking about?" "Someone placed an Orton spell on you, and I'm pissed off. It can only be one of them. Who did it?" "I didn't," Evan said. "It wasn't me," Sasha said. "Duran, was it you?" "Nay, stop calling me Duran." "Oh, I could call you worse, and I knew it was you. You've always hated me. You always wanted her. Just tell me the truth and fix it." "It was me," Trillium said. Everyone looked at her in surprise. Then she spoke in the ancient language. "Ask her about Zen, but call him Spring. That's his real name." "When's the last time you saw Spring?" he asked Jocelyn. "Who's that?" "Spring, you know, Zen." "I don't know anyone by those names." Zen grew angry and pulled his spear. He rushed Trillium, but Kai and Jin blocked him, and there was no way he would challenge either of them. "I hate you," Zen said to Trillium in the ancient tongue. "Don't. You may have broken your oath to Zara for Jocelyn. I felt it all, Zen. You can't hide it from me. I know how much you hate Zephyr, and I know how much you burn for her. I took it from her." They continued to speak in the ancient tongue. "Why?" Man, he rushed Trillium, dude. He was going to kill his grandma over that. Big time. He was going to kill Trillium for doing that. But he couldn't because Jin and Kai got in the way. "Because you have everything. You have everything and Zephyr has nothing. The only thing he has is Jocelyn's love, and you are going to take it away from him. He needs her, you don't. Why is everybody always talking that mumbo-jumbo all the time? I'm sick of it, Caleb complained. She's pregnant, Winter said in the land language. It began to pour down heavy rain, and Zin jumped into the sea. Zara flew after him, but couldn't follow. She was sad. Cheyenne used her powers to make the rain stop, and for the sun to come out and warm everyone. All of the Aztracs and all of the land smiled as the sun warmed their skin. Gabriel grinned and closed his eyes. What's happening? Zara asked. He'll be back. He's just very upset right now, Autumn told her. I'm going after him, Cheyenne insisted. Nay, Cheyenne. He is just like me, and he doesn't want comfort, trust me. He just wants to blow off some steam. Leave him be. Because Sin is so upset right now. He is so angry. Because, so Writer's secret, Trillium knows as a fact that Zin is going to take Jocelyn from Zephyr. So if she wouldn't have done that, he absolutely would have. Oath or not. And that's why he rushed her over it. He rushed her over it because he is in love with Jocelyn, even though he's married. Trillium hustled Jocelyn, hustled her, and made her promise that she's going to marry Zephyr. Made her promise. And Trillium was like, that's not good enough. I have to. What she did is she erased all of Jocelyn's feelings for Zin. So there's absolutely no attraction to him. And that's why Zin is so pissed. And he went after Trillium. Had she not done that, Zin would have taken Jocelyn from Zephyr. Oath or not. No matter how much trouble it got him into with his family, the Drakens, or the spirits. He didn't care. A hint to prove that is that, look, he gave the peghorn to Jocelyn first. But Jocelyn didn't mean to touch it, but she did. So he saved Jocelyn first. And he completely forgot about Zara, who was safe in the cave, okay? He forgot about her. And even though he loves her, that proves that he was in love with Jocelyn and was gonna go after her. So he's pissed. Okay. Do you like Drake and Feathers, Jocelyn? The man that just left into the sea. Does he attract you? I'm not attracted to young sire. He's married. Don't lie to me. I don't want him. I'm gonna marry you. Why is everybody acting so strange? I'm really pregnant? That's good. It is, Zephyr agreed and smiled. Our child's going to be quite the sneaky elf with a terrible temper. So I only ask one thing from everyone. What? Never tell my child that they are an Alasius. Why? I'm a Lox when my father and I wish we were Falconberries, but it's just not true. We are Loxes. I'm an Alasius, and you should be proud. There are only 3 left. Well, 4 now, Sasha said. My father Duran is a legend, mostly a dark one. He always will be. I don't want my child to ever connect those things like I did. I never want him to be like him or like me. I want him to be a Josephera. I want my child to be like Phariseph. No more Ortson spells from any of you. I want to erase all of you with that knowledge, but instead know that if you use them, I shall kill you. I'm tired of magic, spells, and death. We have lost many in all these wars. None of them should have died. The Aztrac ships landed and they all came out. Wayne and the rest approached the group. They bowed to their sire. Hello, I'm Wayne and this is my father Denzer, Hannah, my best friend Gabriel, my girl Sage, and our child Hope. Everyone leaned in to look at the Aztrac quad breed. Zephyr hugged Denzer and cheered together with his friends. We did it, new father! All of you are killer pilots. For a moment there, I thought they had you for sure. Oh, so did I. So did I. Speaking of, would you like an Aztrac suit? Oh, would you like an Aztrac suit? Absolutely. I need the seeing tears, Denzer. Who has the eye? Winter asked. Denzer and Zephyr went back to his ship for a moment and then returned with the tears. Denzer gave them to him and spoke with him a while in the ancient language. Winter nodded. There we go with the mumbo-jumbo again, Caleb complained. Zephyr was dressed and Evan gave Winter the eye. He began to pull out the eye from its bag, and Evan screamed, "No, sire, the sunlight! It's all right. The scepter took its power." He took it out and dumped out the seeing tears. He used his powers to freeze them, and all of them shattered. "Aw, why'd you do that?" Denzir whined. "You know why. Just another thing to keep you idiots killing each other." "What about our powers and our flowers? We have great healing magic," Sarah asked. "No longer. We must use nature instead. There are many medicines in nature." "What about the technology? Won't they fight over that too? What about defending Drake, Father?" "We no longer have to. Without the magic, if anyone were to attack Drake, the minute they set foot on our land, they will die. We can beat all of you with spears. We are mighty warriors." "What about," and he's right, the frickin' Drakens kick ass, man. But they do have technology. They have grappling hooks and they have stun guns and lasers. "What about the ships?" Zephyr asked. "We will lock them up. Cheyenne will build the defense. Only Denzir and you may access them. I disabled all of the weapons, but if you both fly around acting like a bunch of fools, I will come for you." "Agreed."